Wayne, if you ever force me to listen to 16 albums from the same band ever again, I'm going to kill you.
It's time for Rat Salad Review!
And with that, welcome to Rat Salad Review. Lou, what do you mean?
Oh, I don't know. I listen to all 16 Helloween albums in a row every week.
Well, guess
Every
what,
week.
Lou? Guess what?
Hey, what happened to Greg's beard? That's not Greg.
I fired Greg. And now we have Celio. Welcome, Celio.
Oh, hello, nice to meet you. Hello, people. I
Hello,
listen
Celio.
Halloween. I listen Halloween every day. It's my life. Halloween is my life.
Every day.
Yes, we have a big community in Brazil of Halloween fans. The last civil war in Brazil was about who was better. That is Okisk.
I don't think so.
There were seas of bloodshed in Brazil over who.
Oh, that was the soul of Greg.
It's the ghost of Ingo. Oh my God!
But Lou, we have
telling me shop at Bed Bath and Beyond, people.
Lou. We're not done yet, though.
I know. We
have
have 5
one-
albums left.
No, technically 6.
It hasn't come out yet by the time we're recording.
Friday. It'll be out Friday. This Friday, which
Fine.
is 2 days from now. It's
Is
only
there
leaked. And actually, Celio, you've heard it already, right?
Not tell anybody. I don't want to be arrested.
He's under a gag order. He can't talk.
We won't give your address. 1616 Martin Birdley in Brazil.
Yes. Come to Brazil. It's okay.
Wait,
yeah,
I'm sorry. Please correct us again. Is it Celio or Celio? Let's get it right.
It's Celio.
It's
Celio.
Celio.
I'm going to
Okay.
call him Celio.
It's a Portuguese name.
Just don't call him Coolio, Wayne. Okay, that would be rude.
It's Coma. Yes.
Well, Celio, obrigado. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.
Domo
Let's
Orogato.
talk about Halloween or sorry.
Yes, I said Domo Orogato.
Mr. Roboto.
Yes.
So, Celio, you hit us up on the YouTube page expressing much interest in the fact that we've been covering all the Helloween albums leading up to the release of the new one. First of all, thank you for your engagement. So, tell us a little bit about where your fandom for Helloween came from all these years. Just a quick overview.
Well, I remember when listening Keeper Legacy, Keeper Free, in my university. I studied as journalism, and after this, I listened in Game of the Day in my post graduation.
Your internet is hold on. Your
It's my
internet is
favorite
breaking up.
album with there.
Your internet is terrible.
Really? Yeah, let me know some things here.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if there are other people using it.
Tell them to turn it off. Tell them we're doing a podcast right now. Turn their internet off. Let us do our show, and then they can go about their day when we're done.
It's the best internet I can offer now.
Go out your window with the megaphone. All of Brazil, turn off your internet.
Well, last week I had a big problem with my network connection. Sorry, I am not. It's not my fault.
This is why I'm a Nintendo fan, not an Xbox fan.
I'm in my new home today, so I still didn't transfer my new internet to this new home. Yeah. So it's still very low.
Well, actually, it's a little better.
All I can say, I am a big Halloween fan since 1988.
All right.
And
1988. So that's when Keepers 2 came out.
but I became too no, sorry,
90.
not too old. 1998. Sorry.
Oh, 98. Okay.
Abandoned the Hall tour, and after this, I became a more fun since Keeper Legacy and Rabbits Than Coming Easy album until today. But I like all over Halloween albums. I don't listen only heavy metal, but Helloween is my favorite band.
Yeah, that's what shocked me because you don't really listen to heavy metal, and then to find out like Helloween's your favorite band, which is kind of weird.
Yes, I listen to everything.
Yeah, it's like Wayne listens. It's like Wayne listens to heavy metal, but his favorite artist is Tom Jones. I'm kidding. Well, I was gonna say Wayne Newton, but that sounds too close to Wayne Noon.
A friend of mine used to call me that all the time. Drove me nuts.
Well, it's a pleasure to have you on board today, sir. So,
yes, it's. I'm glad we got you on here this time, and your English is not too bad. All right,
it's okay.
It's okay.
I be shy. I be shy sometimes when I am with strangers.
you speak better than most Americans, so it's all good.
You speak a lot better than
but
one
it's okay.
co-host I had.
Not bad.
But everything is
make better after next time. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
We will see.
We'll see. So thank you very much for joining us. And like we discussed, this is our Helloween podcast, and then we're going to go through the next 5 albums, and then the new release.
Yes.
Lou cannot wait to get to, right?
I am looking forward to the new Helloween album. It's just,
it's been a long ride to get there.
It's been a very long, dark ride, but listening to all the albums at my job, trying to take notes while answer customer service questions.
But we're getting there, and today we're gonna do a little gambling. We're gonna gamble. Gambling with the devil.
Wow, nice album.
It is a nice album. When I saw the album cover, I'm like, holy shit, this is gonna be a really good album.
That's me.
No?
What is my gambling? I have it on a CD, it's autographed by Andy Darius.
Oh, that's cool. You know who I have my CD autographed by?
Yes.
Danny.
Oh.
Yeah,
the drummer.
Yeah. I went to Manhattan. They played at the B.B. King's Club in New York City. And I was just walking around, and all of a sudden I saw this guy with long hair walking around. I'm like, that's got to be the guy from Helloween. Sure enough, it was the drummer. And the rest of the band wasn't with him. He was just by himself, and I got him to sign my CD. So that was cool. I never got to see the rest of the band, though. But like I said, really cool album cover. It's got that design with like the 3D design that I'm not crazy about what some artists use, but they did it pretty good on this one. And there's actually so many different versions of this album because there's a CD with I don't know if you got the one with the 2 CDs. I
have it on iTunes.
You got the iTunes, so you got every single song.
One I have only on one CD.
Only one CD. All right,
yes.
Oh, there was a deluxe edition of it?
There's a deluxe edition.
It's a simple one. I gotta get another one, but I don't care so much. There is internet today, but for my collection, I need to get another one.
Yeah, I think I got about 4 of them.
Yes,
there was one. My friend had one, and he had a song that I didn't see on any of the versions of it. And I had to have that one. I think it's like a Japanese one or something, and it's got a slip case, and it looks weird, but it's cool.
Wayne, I'd hate to ask you how many copies of each album you own.
Well, if you went back and watched my Helloween discography,
that's true.
Show, you would
available on Ratsai Reviews YouTube page. You can watch all of it.
Yes, it's all on there. I believe me, I don't have half as much as some of the people do. If you saw this one guy's collection, he has like everything. It's insane.
But does he have the Black Star Helloween amp like you do?
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, of course.
Nah, crap. Okay.
I'm not that special, Lou.
Well, I appreciated it because I love Black Star amps. I use Black Star amps, and the fact that you had a Helloween was pretty cool.
It'd be pretty cool to actually record with it and see what it sounds like. It's only this tiny little thing.
You can probably get away with it. I think After the Burial actually records through Pro Tools. They mic up like a little orange amp so they could get that muddy tone.
Yeah. And
So-
I was reading, didn't Def Leppard record Hysteria like the
Yes,
Beatles?
on the Tom Schultz Rockman, which is a little like amplifier that comes with headsets. They patched that into the recording bay so they could do all the guitars on the album. And let me just say this: it sounds crystal clear, and I enjoy it. I know there's a lot of people out here that don't like Hysteria, but I like it. Why the hell are we talking about Def Leppard during a Helloween retrospective?
We're doing a Helloween record. So anyway, Gambling with the Devil, pretty cool album. Though, hear me out here, it's probably one of my least favorite Helloween albums. I'm sorry, Celio. Yes,
Less than Chameleon?
I understand.
it's better than Chameleon, but in this era of Helloween, it's my least favorite.
Oh, the Dearest era. Okay.
Yeah,
Really?
Yes. I don't, and see, Celio, I know you like this album. This is your favorite one, right?
It's my favorite one, besides Better Than All, because it's the best there is vocal performance for me.
Oh, really? All right.
I am more fan of Angie Darius than Michael
So are
Kiske.
we.
Yeah.
So are we. Trust me.
Yes,
And
but I
think
like Kiske too, of course.
yeah, of course.
And Chameleon is a great album, but recently Michael Kiske said it was more like a solo album from him,
Yeah.
and it was not a Halloween work. I think he changed his mind recently. I don't know. And
Why they
he's
do
more peaceful. He's more cool today.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
I actually like what Kiske sounds like now better than what he did before. I think he sounds great now.
Yes.
And I appreciate his voice more. I'm sorry, Wayne, continue.
he's grown into his voice. But he's never lost it, which is awesome. So anyway, the one thing I really did not like about this album, Gaming with the Devil, the mix or the production of the album just sounds very muddy to me.
You know, when I heard you say that with the episode "The Dark Ride," when you said that's when Charlie, I don't know how to pronounce his last name,
Bauerfeind or something like that. Yeah.
right? Well, Charlie. When Charlie joined them as their producer, I definitely noticed that there was a difference in production sound and a difference in mixing. It sounded, well, how do I put it this way? I don't want to say that it sounded bad. I do like it, but he kind of makes it a point to make them sound like every other power metal band out there that's recording in the digital age,
Right.
as opposed to like how good the production was on Master of the Ring or Time of the Oath, where it just sounded, heavy but sounded balanced.
Right.
Yeah. But if that's what Helloween is going for, more power to them. I mean, I think the song structures are still as good as they ever were, if not better. It's just producers. You're always going to be hit or miss with them.
Yeah. And the other thing that I noticed too while listening back to this album, I don't want to do a song by song because that's going to take forever, and the other episodes went on and on. So I just want to kind of do a general thing about these albums. I noticed these songs to me seemed very long, longer than usual. It was almost like every single song was almost an epic. And after a while, I almost had to shut this album off because it was just going on too long for me, and I couldn't take it anymore. Not that there's bad songs on here. I mean, I love.
Yes, it's very long.
It is
It's
very long, right?
But if you didn't listen the new Halloween album,
What? I'm
very-
sure that's long too, right?
it's longer, much
Longer.
longer.
I hope the
Yes,
songs are better.
the first song starts with 7 minutes. The last one with almost 14.
Oh well.
I don't understand Halloween. It's very courageous band, but I love them. Anyway,
Hey, look, I listen to Russian Typo Negative. I could take long songs. It's okay. Poor Wayne has the attention span of a goldfish.
No, no, I love long songs, but I think that some of these they're too repetitive, and I think they could have been shortened a lot.
So, in other words, you're saying that they're suffering from Kevin Shirley era Iron Maiden.
Yeah, pretty much. Yes.
Ah,
Not that bad. Not to that point though, where
that's
we're
pretty
repeating.
bad.
That's bad.
Halloween I could take. Maiden, I'm sorry, not every song needs to be 15 minutes.
No, not at all. But I love the song "Kill It." I mean, that's probably one of my favorite opening tracks on. Well, besides "Eagle Fly Free" and a couple other songs, but this is definitely one of my top favorite opening songs on one of the Helloween albums. And "The Saints" is pretty cool too. But that one's like one of the first ones where I noticed, oh my god, this song is pretty long, and they needed to shorten this. It's just a little bit too much because I love the chorus. It's happy like their usual Helloween stuff, but I think they really could have condensed some of this down. As Long as I Fall, I believe that's the first single, right, Celio?
Yes, the first video clip from this album, and the other one was Painting the World. Painting the World, the second one.
Oh yeah. I actually totally forgot about that one.
Yes.
But yeah, As Long as I Fall, that's like a kind of like a ballad almost in a way. I liked it when I first heard it, but still not one of my favorite songs on here. Paint the New World, pretty cool. Final Fortune, Bells of Seven Hells, probably my least favorite off of here. Fall to Pieces, I could do without. IME is pretty good. It's got the typical Helloween catchy chorus type thing. Can Do It.
Yes.
Another throwaway track for me. Dreambound is probably my favorite song.
I like this one.
Second favorite song.
Yes.
So.
Yes.
And Heaven Tells No Lies. I think that one's pretty good as an ending track. And then I'm sure Lou and even you, Celio, the bonus tracks as well. But as a whole,
Sure.
this album to me is, I think it could have been a lot better. Like I said, shorten the songs down a little bit. A lot of double bass stuff going on here, and it sounds like he's got like 8 feet. Some of the drum patterns that he did here, like 20 arms or something, because things are just like insane. I mean, I'm not used to that kind of drumming with Helloween, so getting used to Danny's style from the past drummers has been kind of strange to me over the years, but I've gotten used to it now. But it's, for me, decent album, but it could have been a lot better. Lou?
Well, one thing I'll say is that every drummer that's ever been in Helloween has definitely added their own voice to the music, and I could appreciate that. Always will have love for Ringo. Much respect to Uli and Danny, the new drummer. I say new, but he's not new anymore. He's been in the band almost 20 years at this point. But a definite powerhouse, and definitely someone. Yes. And by the way, I got Zevia tonight too. Very good.
Yeah,
and
root beer.
I am not drinking today. I have my cigar.
A cheroot smoker. Very good.
Yes. It's okay.
I'd have to say.
Not today.
That's fine. Let's see. Kill It, probably one of my favorite Helloween opening tracks, if not definitely my second favorite after The King of for 1,000 Years. It's funny you mentioned Eagle Fly Free. I didn't think of that as an opening track because it's track 2 of Keepers too. So I didn't think of it as an opening track, but now that you mention it, I could see that. So third favorite.
Well, Kill It's pretty much the same way. It's got the intro, and then that's the second song.
Yeah, which is quite formulaic for them, but it's all good. The Saints, Have I Died and Gone to Valhalla? This had everything I love about the genre. Yes, it may sound hokey to you, but these are the kings of the genre, and I love everything about it. And fuck you if you don't like it. As Long as I Fall, great chorus, love the melody. You can't deny Helloween choruses are awesome. Paint a New World, good song. Some of the songs, it's not that I'm indifferent to them, but I really have nothing like amazing to say about it. They're just good.
Right.
Final Fortune, another great melodic chorus. Their hooks are the best, and this whole song is just soaring. Seven Bells of Seven Hells, killer track. I thought it had one of the best guitar solos on the album.
Yeah.
Fallen to Pieces, parts of this really remind me of Queen. I like it. IME is just a rockin' song. Can't Do It, it's just catchy. Dreambound, I would have to say, is my third favorite song on the album. I love the music and the riffing and the chorus. And my favorite track would have to be Heaven Tells No Lies. The guitars capture a heartfelt emotion. Absolutely love this song. Andy's voice only gets better with time. And the new lineup is solid as a brick shithouse. Find My Freedom, I thought it should have made the final cut. And See the Night, so I thought that should have really made the final cut.
Love the song too.
Some of those bonus tracks I think could have been switched
Fight
out.
My Freedom.
Yeah, it seems to be this seems to be like the beginning of a trend for Halloween where it's like, sometimes the bonus tracks are better than some of the songs on the album.
Yeah, well, that's been that way since day one, pretty much.
It's more noticeable to me though now.
Yeah. But this also begins the point where they start adding a lot of bonus tracks. And like I said, this is why I have so many different versions of this album, because there's the one single CD like Celio has, and then there's the one with the double CD, and then there's the one with another extra bonus track on it. So it's just
one song. I don't know.
All right, Celio, let's get your take.
Yeah. So how are you feeling about this album? I mean, like you told me earlier, it's your favorite.
For me, it's the best band formation ever, in my opinion. Yeah, it's the most stable formation. So for me, it's the best one because of this.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not the most creative formation because I don't know, they were already too mature. Yeah. I don't know the word about it, but I like it very much. This formation for me is the best one. I have full of respect about Holland Grapple and the Kush era. I love them too. I think Helloween only had geniuses in the band.
Yeah.
Everyone in the band is a great composer. It's a great musician. And what I can say about the tracks, Crack the Idol is a great introduction from all of them. Kill It is a killer song. It looks like Push because it's too heavy and melodic at the same time, and that is at his best. He's screaming as a demon.
He did it better. He did the screaming better in this one because when he did Push, like we discussed on an earlier episode, when he did that intro with his yelling, and it had that like ghostly effect to it, it kind of just like, I don't know, it interfered with like the music or something. But on this song, it like you said, it's very similar.
Full of
but he
drivers.
Does it better on this.
I love the vocalist who uses drivers on his vocal. I don't like clean voice so much, but I have a full of respect of Michael Kiske, who created his own style. Anyway, the next one was the Clowns. No,
that's why you need the vinyl, because you can see the names.
I cannot read it. It's too small.
What do I do with the freaking record?
As long as I fall. I fall. Yeah, it's terrible ballads. It's a ballad. They tried to be If I Could Fly. For me, it's just a filler song.
Yeah.
But it's not bad because Helloween only has good songs. But it's not the best one for them. Yeah, it's my religion. I cannot criticize my religion. For me, Helloween is always good. The next one was
Paint the New World. Just put your CD down. I'll tell you.
Killer song. Final Fortune. I love Final Fortune. It's very melodic. Darius has a very beautiful voice, like Pink 69 in the 80s era. In melodic, is so beautiful.
That's the wrong version.
Final Fortune, so beautiful. The next one
is a good album, though, by the way.
The Bells of the Seven Hells is a fucking killer song. In the shows, it works as a hell. You feel like you are in a hell listening to the song live. I love the song so much. I fucking love the song.
See, I don't like it.
Another one.
Something about it I don't like.
IME, it's and another one is a trilogy. I don't like so much. Can't do it, but I can understand because Helloween is trying to be fun.
Yeah.
Dreambound, it's the best song of the album. Besides Heaven Tells No Lies. The Saints, I would say about the Saints because Michael Wyckoff, it has a Catholic Christian orientation, so he writes songs about that, like Love That Domino in Better the Hall, for example, and Have Tell No Lies, the same thing. The bonus tracks, Find My Freedom is a very melodic song, should be in the main album.
Yeah.
Find My Freedom, See the Night. It's okay for bonus track, but it's still a great song. I love this one. It's still a great song. And this full album is perfect for me. I cannot change anything. I think it had a bad distribution in Brazil. That's why I only get this version. I should get another one.
Yeah.
But all over the world has some problems about the distribution. I can understand because the new band was still forming
Well,
together with Keeper Legacy.
That happens with every band. Everybody's got bad distribution.
Keeper Legacy is a great album too, but this one is even better than Keeper Legacy, in my opinion. But Keeper Legacy has a better sound.
Yeah.
Keeper Legacy has a better drum sound.
Yeah. On this one, it's more. And when I was reading interviews about it, they wanted like a more organic drum type sound, and that's what they got on here. But I don't.
The first two with Gamma Ray together with Kai Hansen, and great shows.
Oh yeah, is this where they started the the Hellish Rock tour?
The first Hellish Rock.
Okay. Yep. That's actually one. Yeah.
No love for Primal Fear to open up the show. Boo.
No. Who opened up for that show? Man, well, actually,
it was
when
Roland
I saw
Grappa. No, what's
I think when I saw them, it was only Gamma Ray and Helloween.
Gamma Ray, first one. Another in Brazil was a Brazilian band in some place, not all over the place, but the first band was mostly Gamma Ray and Helloween.
Yeah,
I have yet to see Helloween in concert, but I hope to. And from the looks of it, it looks like a lot more tours are happening in the United States, and I am very excited. I actually just got in touch with Mike Torelli of Holy Mother, who is opening for Dee Snider in Patchogue at the Stereo Garden, and he invited me to the show, so I'm hoping to get some content for that for Rat's Law Review and Music is Life. So, I'm happy that shows are coming back and quality artists are putting out stuff that just makes people look forward to future tours. Life is good.
Music is life, and life is good, right, Lou?
And music is good, especially
long
Helloween.
time ago already. This was 2007 or 8.
Yeah,
it's a long time ago.
That's a long time ago, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought it was a good album overall. Definitely an improvement over Keepers, The Legacy, but it doesn't hold up with my three favorite Helloween albums, which are Time of the Oath, Walls of Jericho, and The Dark Ride. No, it's not. It didn't crack it, so it's just under it. But it's a good album.
Just under.
I think. I mean, in my opinion, this is better than the Dark Ride, for example.
That's fine.
But I love Salvation and the Dark Ride. So,
I don't think it beats The Dark Ride. I don't know.
I can't stop listening to If I Could Fly. I'm just listening to that repeatedly because I just love that song. However, with the next album in the in the discography, that might change. But we'll get to that when it comes to it.
We'll get to that one. But all right, as a whole, I mean, like I said, decent album. I wish the production was better, and I wish the songs were shorter. And maybe they could have switched up some of those B-side songs. But the album's okay. It's not my favorite, so that's okay. We got 4 more to do. Actually,
they played all over Brazil, and they played even in the jungle.
In the jungle?
No, I'm joking. They played the Amazon first time. I don't know. A lot of places.
Didn't they play?
I didn't understand why they done that, but it's okay. It's Halloween.
Okay. Didn't they play Rock in Rio recently, Celio?
First time it was in 2013. And the last one was 2019. Yes.
Right. I think it was them and Maiden in that headline.
2013. Yes. This one.
I would love to have been there.
I remember I always used to say for Halloween play at Rock in Rio. I tried to lead a campaign to make them play in Rock in Rio around the internet, and they always said, "Oh no, Halloween never will play in Rock in Rio because there has no crowds, or there has no people to go watch the concert." Oh, fuck you! You don't know anything. if Halloween someday play at Rock in Rio, they're gonna love it.
Yeah,
And
they are. Of course.
then
they are.
about 15 years after, I was right.
Yeah, of course.
That's right, they did. So fuck all you
They
haters.
did.
Ha!
Yes, of course.
They know nothing. But anyway, thank you very much, Celio, for joining us on the Gambling with the
Okay.
Devil album. And you're going to be
See?
back for the next one, right?
Sure. I thought we would do the next one now.
Yeah,
We are, but we're bringing
I'm
them
ending
up
this
in
show.
different episodes.
Oh, okay. You could cut off this.
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
Okay,
Because
see you.
Because
hey,
unlike
nice to meet you.
Halloween, Wayne likes to keep it short.
Yes, exactly. So, again,
Thank you. Thanks so much.
Yeah, you're
Thank
welcome.
you
See you
so
later.
much for
Hang
the
up.
opportunity. See you soon.
Okay. See you in the
Lou.
next episode.
Yeah, that's right. Lou, where's your podcast?
My podcast is on RatSideReview.com and MusicIsLifePodcast.com. And I need to be more diligent and let Wayne know when I have new episodes. By the way, Wayne, I have a new episode up.
You do. I noticed that today. I got to get them up.
Yeah,
'Cause,
sorry. Forgot to mention.
I don't like
By,
this.
by the way, I know this isn't a Pain Cream 69 record with Dearest on it, but I just bought the debut album, and I'm looking forward to getting that, because that is not on iTunes, so
It's not.
it
Thought
is
it
not
was.
on not the first one.
Interesting.
And I heard it on YouTube, loved it, so I decided to just get it.
Yeah, that album's good. They got a lot of good albums. Yeah, find us at ratsoundreview.com. Celio, do you have anything that people can go and look at your? I mean, you have albums. You show me some of your albums.
Yes, I am a musician too. I am journalist, and I have a site www.celioazevedo.
What?
Put it in the
Spell that
description.
out.
I'm writing in English. .com. Yeah,
Onlyfans.com. No, just kidding.
Celio.
CelioAzevedo.com.
CelioAcevedo.com.
Check the descriptions. I'll put it in there.
My music, my books. I'm independent writer too, in my own language. Thanks, Scott. I try to make some movies too, but it's okay.
Yeah, I heard
can
some of,
check out.
some of your songs are pretty good. So, like I said, I'll put the description for his website in the description, and you can go check that out. He's got some pretty cool songs. Not too much metal stuff though. It's kind of like alternative in a way, right? You got one or two metal songs, but not too heavy. But it's pretty good. All right,
As long as it's
everybody.
not Chameleon, I'll listen. Anyways.
Yeah, no, don't sound like a chameleon. And projectresurrect.bandcamp.com. Please buy a CD. And all you international people, CDs are coming to you through a friend of mine. He's going to distribute them, and shipping will be a lot
Another
cheaper.
thing that's important. Sorry to interrupt. I have a Spotify too, but with Spotify I had to say because makes me some money.
That's right. Spotify
So,
makes.
Spotify.
Spotify does make some
Azevedo
money
on
regardless of
Spotify.
how little it is.
Yeah. Actually, I'm going to make a
little
Spotify
bit, man.
playlist. Yeah, a little bit. But projectresurrect.bandcamp.com. And everybody, international orders, please just wait. I know there's tons of orders, and you guys want to order those CDs right now. Just hold off, because shipping is going to be a lot cheaper very soon. All right?
Yes. And fuck you, Varg, for illegally downloading it and making it available for people to steal it, you prick.
I'm gonna report everyone who download this.
That's right. Report them. The hell was that? All right. Goodbye. See you tomorrow.
Bye. Peace.
What?